We're live much earlier than I was anticipating. Club Penguin, sure. Zooey Mama. The funny. Anyway. Welcome to Wonder After Dark, a bit earlier than usual. Hope you like inconsistent scheduling. Anyway, let's just get that funny little Wikipedia article ready. Oh. Time for the main attraction. The story must be told. Time for a chain reaction. Never gets old. Some bots get satisfaction breaking the mold. Some bots are just distractions. Some bots are just going, Uncle Ben, what happened? Globe, globe, gub, galab, gap. I'm not the bad guy. I'm just a bit surprising. It's not worth losing sleep. It's not worth analyzing. There was a time not so long ago. At-all was just like you. Can you hear my call? Now I'm popping in over here, there. I'll be checking in, but I'll never. Okay. Over the. Oh my god. James be freestyling like Pastor Jim Cusack. Quite the freestyle, I must say. What is this song? I feel like I should know. I feel like I should know this song, but I don't. Sorry about that. I have just shut it off. Oh, yeah. Okay. Sorry about that. Anyway. All engines go mid. No. Anyway. Time for me to start yapping my ass off. Oh, what was I say? Funny you mentioned the Globe Dude, because the song there is based on that creator's other series, Today I Hate All Engines Go, really. Quite the collection of sentences, I must say. Alright. Anyway. Oh. Just Gold, Mando Pony. I didn't know he did other shit. I didn't even know what that song was. No idea. Never heard it. Don't know it. The first FNAF song I ever memorized. FNAF moment. FNAF. FNAF is a funny word. Anyway. For Halloween, I didn't send all that by memory, obviously. I am the Globgab. Anyway. Yep, that's certainly a Scott Cawthon moment. I'm full of whipple guy. Halloween, advertised as John Carpenter's Halloween, is a 1978 American independent slasher film directed and scored by John Carpenter. Are you telling me he made FNAF? He made Scream. Give the bitch a prize. Anyway. Directed and scored. Directed and scored by John Carpenter, who co-wrote it with his producer, Deborah Hill. It stars Donald Pleasence, no idea if I even said that name correctly, Jamie Lee Curtis in her film debut. Funny how Halloween 1 was an indie film. Really is funny, honestly. Pleasant. Yeah, I don't know if I said that remotely correctly. I most likely did not, but sure. But anyway, him, Jamie Lee Curtis in her film debut, PJ Soles, and Nancy Loomis. Loomis, anyway. Set mostly in the... His other famous role was as Biofeld in James Bond. I did not know that. Anyway, set mostly in the fictional town, the fictional Illinois... I said blow. Never mind. I'm stupid. I'll watch that momentarily. Anyway, set mostly in the fictional Illinois town of Haddonfield, the film follows mental patient Michael Myers, who was committed to a sanitarium for murdering his teenage sister one Halloween night during his childhood. The guy who always pets his cat. Also, you know Blofeld. Yeah, the only James Bond, the old Bond films built up to him heavily. Yeah, also known as the only James Bond character besides James Bond that anybody ever wants to make a parody of. Ever. It's like whenever they need a villain for a Bond parody, it's always him. But anyway, he escapes 15 years later and returns to Haddonfield, where he stalks teenage babysitter Laurie Strode and her friends while his psychiatrist Dr. Samuel L. Lewis pursues him. Him, Dr. No, and Rosa Klebb. Yep. Also, yes, I did say Laurie Strode, not Laura, like you claim. Anyway, the film, produced by Compass International, Rosa Klebb is the woman with the poison blade in her shoe. And there's something James Bond that I didn't know because I have not seen From Russia with Love. Yep. Fun fact, I have not seen most of the James Bonds. Anyway. James... That's a deep cut. I've seen like 5 of them. That's nice, dear. Anyway, produced by Compass International Pictures and Falcon International Pictures, and distributed by Aquarius Releasing. James Bond is either really good or just really stupid. I feel like that can apply to a lot of franchises. The time I made a James Bond parody. Yep, minor parody. Yep, it was a minor parody indeed. Anyway, moving on. Oh. Oh, wait. There we go. Alright, yes, I did. You murdered Thomas. Yes, I did. I should make a James Shade short for school. You should. Anyway, the film had a budget between $300,000 and $325,000 and made $70 million. You missed one. Okay. Oh, the name is Collins. James Collins. There we go, I read it. Sorry about that. Anyway. The film was shot. It was shot. How hard? Anyway. It was shot in Southern California throughout May 1978. Produced by James Shade. Produced by Compass International Pictures and Falcon International Productions. The film was released by Aquarius Releasing in October and grossed $70 million on a budget of $300 million. Or $300,000, not $300 million. Son Amy. Blue Pink. Halloween was shot in Southern California. No, stabbed in... Anyway, becoming one of the most profitable independent films of all time. Primarily praised for Carpenter's direction and score, many critics credit the film as the first in a long line which character is Halloween, the one that commits whiteface. My keyboard autos Son Dash and Shad. That, but not some. Only logical answer. Anyway, is Laurie hollow or is Michael hollow? Michael is hollow. Laurie is Ween. This thing is biased. Yep. Anyway, many critics credit the film as the first in a long line of slasher films inspired by Psycho and Black Christmas. It is considered one of the, not to be confused with the band Ween. Ocean Man. It is considered one of the greatest and most influential horror films ever made. I agree. In 2006, it was selected for preservation in the United States National Film Registry by the Library of Congress as being culturally, historically, or aesthetically significant. Ocean Man is a bop. I agree. The only Halloween worth watching at the end of the day is 1978. No disrespect to some of the other films, but still. I would say the only ones really worth watching are 78 and 07. So Carpenter and Zombies. Carpenter and Zombies, that's a business name. Halloween, as we all know, spawned a film franchise comprising of 13 films, which helped construct an extensive backstory for Michael Myers, sometimes narratively diverging entirely from previous installments. A novelization, video game, and comic book series have also been based on the film. Sad how the series has so many terrible films. Indeed. And I guess you could say Season of the Witch is worth watching. I guess, but I haven't seen it. I have not seen it. Anyway. Alright. Oh, whoops. Alright, of course we gotta... Oh, only 2 films in the series have a fresh rating. Yep. And, yes, that is Halloween 1978 and Halloween 2018. And I see now we're just being bombarded with FNAF memes. Just FNAF memes left and right. That's honestly laughable. Yes, it is. Laughable to the furthest degree. Upon its initial release, oh, do the red dot thing. Oh God. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Nothing happened. There's another one for the out of context compilation. I followed the directions. Michael in 2000. That was so fucking rude. Michael in 2007, Invulnerable or something, because I watched the film the other day and it felt like. That's the rudest thing you've ever done on screen. Sorry for being rude. It will happen again. Anyway. Also, Michael killing Danny. Hang on. Ain't no way I did not realize. I literally watched this not long ago, and only now am I. No, I just genuinely did not realize that was him. You cannot tell me to stop looking shit up when I genuinely did not realize that is who it was. Should have been obvious, but in my head I did not think it. Moving on before I make myself look like a big giant dummy. Read again, then. Michael killing Danny Trejo's character was sad. He kept saying, I was always nice to you. It is sad, though. It, honestly, yeah, it is sad. Anyway, upon its initial release, Halloween performed well with little to no advertising, relying mostly on word of mouth. But many critics seemed unsatisfied or dismissive of the film. Pauline Kael, I don't know how you pronounce that, wrote a scathing review in the New Yorker suggesting that Carpenter doesn't seem to have had any life outside the movies. Jamie Lee Curtis was hot in 1978 for real. Agree. Anyway, one can trace almost every idea on the screen to directors such as Hitchcock and Brian De Palma, and to the Val Lewton productions, and musing that maybe when a horror film is stripped of everything but dumb scariness, when it isn't ashamed to revive the stalest device of the genre, it satisfies the part of the audience in a more basic. Still looks fine now. I'd spend. Somebody's into old people. Wonder After Dark, the only show where we love old people in all the wrong ways. It satisfies part of the audience in a more basic, childish way than sophisticated horror pictures do. I would love to know what you consider a sophisticated. I admit. Anyway. Is Jamie Lee Curtis. Well, anyway. Okay. Since the film's premiere, it has been released. She was hot in age 20. The Big Hot. Fun fact: the H in Jamie Lee Curtis stands for hot. I liked her with short hair. Short hair, yum. Long hair, yummier, though. You look good on her. Anyway. It looked good on her. But here's the burper. Since Halloween's premiere, it has been released It, I don't know why I'm struggling to read this part. Since Halloween's premiere, it has been released in several home video formats. Early VHS... You'd smash Michelle Pfeiffer too? Yes, now I'm gonna shut. Early VHS, even though she's old. Anyway, early VHS versions were released by Media Home Entertainment. This release subsequently became a collector's item with one copy from 1979 selling on eBay for $13,000 in 2013. And that's just American money. Could you imagine weird little Canadian money? Yeah. 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 Anyway, where I was going with this. On August 3rd, 1995, Blockbuster Video issued a commemorative edition of the film on VHS. And it was also released, Michael Myers is Mike Myers. Oh yeah! Universal Studios. Cha-king. Anyway, the film was also released on Betamax, although it was not released on CED, unlike Halloween 2 and 3. But it was released on Laserdisc. You know a movie is old when they list Laserdisc. Then it was released on DVD in the US for the first time ever by Anchor Bay Entertainment on October 28, 1997. To date, that DVD is the only release to feature the original mono audio track as heard in theaters in 1978, and on most home video releases that preceded it. Anchor Bay would later re-release the film on DVD in various other editions, including the extended edition, which basically featured scenes that... I'd smash Michael Myers. Psycho. Which featured scenes that were shot for the TV broadcast, edited into their proper places. Yeah. And then in 2007... I'm joking. I know. And then in 2007, October 2nd, 2007, the film was released on Blu-ray for the first time by Anchor Bay and Starz. Ted Bundy. There it is. Jeffrey Dahmer. Jeffrey Jones. Anyway. In 2000... John Wayne Gacy. In September 2014, John Wayne Gacy, Karla Homolka, that's a name. In September 2014, Scream Factory, which is an imprint of Shout Factory, teamed up with Anchor Bay. She's a child killer, that's lovely. I don't advocate for that, but it's lovely. Shockingly free. Oh, God. Time to board up. Yeah, I gotta board this shit up. Ew. Ew, ew, ew. No, no, no. What is wrong with this country? Moving along. In September 2014, Scream Factory, which is an imprint of Shout Factory, teamed up with Anchor Bay to release the film as a part of a Blu-ray box set containing every film up to Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, because that was the newest one at the time. And then it was released by Lionsgate on 4K to commemorate the 40th anniversary in 2018. Oh God, we finally reached the... Oh. Her hubby, co-conspirator, was Paul Bernardo, who How? I have several questions. Look her up. I will do that after this. Anyway, and finally, we finally reached the end. In September 2021, Scream Factory released a new 4K release featuring a new Dolby Vision scan of the film, and then they later released the sequels. Now, of course, I have a few copies of Halloween 78 to show. 1 second. There we go. Okay. Never mind, it's over here. Put it in this stack for some reason. Okay, sorry about that. What did I miss? Including 3. I mean, if you mean 3 copies of Halloween 78, then yes. Also, look her up. I will shortly. Anyway, I'm going to go in order of format for this. I'm going to go in order of Halloween on VHS, my beloved. Sure. Okay. We have nothing against VHS around here. Alright, first. I'm aware you can't fucking see this on camera, but on the side. Oh, Halloween on VHS is the scariest. Yep. Blockbuster presents John Carpenter's Halloween. Yeah, Blockbuster presents. Same on the other side. Top, just John Carpenter's Halloween. Oh god. So apparently Joker 2 got a D Cinema score, which makes it the lowest rated comic book film on Cinema Score. Worse than Madam Web. Good lord. It feels weird watching an old horror movie in 4K, if I'm being honest. Makes sense. Makes perfectly logical sense. Also, L Joker 2, yep. Anyway, the back. Blockbuster Presents is a special collection of some of the most enjoyable films ever made. They were so enjoyable that they killed Blockbuster. Anyway, no bonus features because VHS tapes couldn't really do those. The tape, just typical Blockbuster sticker label. Ballbuster. The atmosphere of old horror movies feels creepier on VHS. Now that actually makes perfect sense. Again, that just makes perfect sense. You forgot to rewind it, dumbass. Yeah, funny story. When I try to rewind a tape in my VCR, it shuts off on me. So I have to spend hours at a time crouched over in this position doing this until it eventually rewinds. So no, I'm not a dummy. Get a tape rewinder, if I ever find one. Anyway, Halloween on DVD. This is specifically the Shout Factory release. Now why this, my aunt used to have one. Now, why this is under the Shout Factory name, while the 4K is under Scream Factory, I don't get it either. Also, my aunt used to have one. That's nice. But anyway, there's the disc. And last but not least, screwdriver. And last but not least, we have the 4K from Shout/Scream Factory. I clarify because, again, this was first released on 4K by Lionsgate, and then Shout picked it up later. Anyway, 4K Ultra HD plus Blu-ray Collector's Edition. It's a little, yeah, it's got some damage there. Thanks, Walmart. Speak Spanish. Este sucio cochino. 3-disc set, Ultra HD Blu-ray, regular Blu-ray, Scream Factory, same on the other side. Spanish or vanish? Italian or stallion? Horse, anyway. Special features include disc. Let me try it again. Special features include disc 1, new 2021 4K scan from the original camera negative, approved by all those people. So Stallion, correct. Disc 2, Blu-ray, new 4K scan from the original camera negative, audio commentary by John Carpenter and Jamie Lee Curtis, audio commentary with Dean Cundey, Tommy Lee Wallace, and Nick Castle. The Night She Came Home, TV version footage, theatrical trailer, TV spots, and radio spots. Today I learned male cows are actually bulls. That's doesn't sound right. And disc 3, which is another Blu-ray, original color timing presentation, vintage interview with producer Moustapha Akkad. Look it up, okay. Halloween, a cut above the rest, Halloween Unmasked 2000. The extended cut in HD. TV inserts are in standard definition. It's actually true, I believe you. Theatrical trailer, TV spots, and radio spots. And something all cows are female. I'm just going to go ahead and look this up. A male cow. Little did I know that was actually correct. A male cow is a bull. Technically, the name for both is cattle. Noted. Anyway, okay, what I was saying originally. Something I actually like about these newer 4K release. Yep. Something I actually really like about the new 4K releases is they actually have reversible cover art. So by default, they have male chicken or roosters. I actually did know that. Female or hens. Okay. Something I actually do like about these new 4K releases is they actually have reversible cover art. Hens are all female, roosters are all male. So, by default, they have the new art, but if you don't like the new art, you can just flip it around and get the original artwork. I really love that. I don't hate the new art, but you cannot beat the original posters. Yeah, old art for the win. Which is why I love the reversible artwork that they give you. I mean, the new art is not terrible, in my opinion, but it's obvious which I prefer. Kind of get it back in there. I think I got it. I think. Anyway. But yeah. So the reversible Kevin Spacey, yep. Anyway. Disc 1, the movie on 4K. Disc 2, movie on Blu-ray plus bonus features. And then Disc 3 came out as gay to deflect attention. Yep. And then Disc 3 is the Blu-ray with original Blu-ray color timing. Kevin Spacey is a bad man. Correct. Correct. I actually can't tell if I got this aligned correctly. Anyway, but yeah. He's Lex Luthor IRL. Correct again. Anyway, but yeah. So Halloween 1978. Let's just call it John Carpenter's Halloween. I, in fact, did know this. The closest to real-life Lex Luthor is Jeff Bezos. And the closest to real-life Satan is Elon Musk. Bald, rich billionaire. Crazy rich Asians. Anyway. Okay, but Halloween 19... Oh, all Elon Musk needs to do is go bald. Bow to get, if you will. Yep. Alright, but Halloween 1978. What do I think of it? Imagine all the alimony Elon Musk has to pay. You guys pay? I imagine what he says on the daily. Halloween 1978 is a 10. Would bang. Well, I wouldn't stick my wiggly woo in a disc hole, but it is a 10. It is very much a 10. It's a 10 out of 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 Outer Banks. I banged the tape. Patchy the Pirate when he found the lost episode. Now, Halloween 2 is when the series Halloween 2 is when the series had its downfall. Well, fun fact, I have not seen Halloween 2. It's a massive drop from the first, let's be honest. Fun fact, I haven't seen it. It's still somewhat okay, though. Yep. Now, fun fact, I have not seen Halloween 2, but it is a 1981 American slasher film directed by Rick Sosenthal in his directorial debut, written and produced by John Carpenter and Deborah Hill, and starring Jamie Lee Curtis and Donald Pleasence, who reprised their respective roles, but like 5.5 out of 10 okay, though, keep that in mind, yeah. Who reprised their respective roles as Laurie Strode and Dr. Sam Lewis. It is the second installment in the Halloween film series and is a continuation sequel to Halloween from 1978. The plot picks up directly after the cliffhanger ending of the first film, with Michael Myers following survivor Laurie Strode to the local hospital, while his psychiatrist, Dr. Loomis, continues his pursuit of him. Dana Carvey was in this movie. I remember that fact was said previously. Previously, we had fun facts. Anyway. This time, the film was produced by Dino De Laurentiis Corporation and distributed by Universal Pictures, which opens up the floodgates for me to eventually review Army of Darkness. You may know him from your favorite movie, the all-time classic, The Master of Disguise. Fuck Master of Disguise. All my homies love Wayne's World. Anyway. But yeah, produced by Dino De Laurentiis and released by Universal. It had a budget of $2.5 million and made $25.5 million. This movie is a distant prequel to Wayne's World. Correct. Although Carpenter directed a good portion of the film and wrote the screenplay to the sequel, Carpenter realistically could not direct the entire film due to directing his other film in that time frame, appointing the direction to Rosenthal, because we have Michael Myers and Dana Carvey in this movie. Correct. Filming took place in the spring of 1981, primarily at the Morningside Hospital in Los Angeles, California, on a budget of $2.5 million. Stylistically, Halloween 2 reproduces certain key elements that made the original a success, such as the first-person camera perspectives, and was intended, at the time, to finish the story of Michael Myers and Laurie Strode. It also introduces a plot twist of Laurie being the sister of Michael, an element that would form the narrative arc of the series in subsequent films. Halloween 10, when A24 gets their thing off the ground. You bastard, you spoiled it. Oops. Although it does say it would form the narrative arc in subsequent films, including Rob Zombie's I seen Halloween 4 and it was ass. Lovely. That does not surprise me. Anyway, including Rob Zombie's remake and its sequel, but was dropped from the current series canon from 2018 onwards, for some reason. I do not buy the concept of a little kid as a main character of a horror film, I'm gonna be honest. You're gonna love The Omen. You're gonna love The Omen when we get around to that one, which will be this month. Anyway, Halloween 2 was distributed by Universal Pictures and premiered in the United States on October 30th, 1981. The film received mixed reviews from critics and grossed $25 million domestically. A sequel with an unrelated story titled Halloween 3: Season of the Witch was released in 1982. It would later be followed up by the but maybe because it's Halloween 4 and 5, not 1, correct. Anyway, it was then followed up by a direct sequel, Halloween 4, Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers, and was released in 1988. Another direct sequel, Halloween H20, 20 years later, released in 1998, which only acknowledges the first two films. Also in Halloween 4, Laurie dies off-screen in a car crash. All of a sudden, the main character is her daughter, Jamie. Classic, typical, stupid. Yep. Reception. Rotten Tomatoes, the film holds an approval rating of 33%, based on 48 reviews, and a weighted average of 4.80 out of 10. Her death there was dumb. Haven't seen it, but I agree. And a weighted average of 4.80 out of 10. The consensus reads, Halloween 2 picks up where its predecessor left off and quickly wanders into a dead end that the franchise would spend decades struggling to find its way out of. Also, Laurie dies on screen at the beginning of Halloween Resurrection was pretty dumb too. Yep. Yep, 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 yep. Yep, 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 yep. Anyway. Several critics are unwelcoming to the film's ramped up violence, including Kevin Thomas of the Los Angeles Times, who lambasted the film for its reprehensible content, summarizing that Halloween 2, as a reprise, simply piles up a greater number of corpses. Like, okay, I don't mind the concept of a decoy protagonist, but don't make it look... Exactly. Exactly. So yeah, I'd say this one was criticized a fair amount. A fair amount. A fair amount. Anyway. If they wanted to kill her off, they should have made her... If they wanted to kill her off, they should have made her sacrifice herself at the end, not the fucking beginning. Yes. Agreed. An alternate version of Halloween 2, sometimes referred to as the television cut, has aired on network television since the early 1980s, with most of the graphic violence and blood edited out and many minor scenes added while others are removed. Like, legit, I turned the movie off after the prologue. I refused to watch the rest. Fair reasoning. Anyway, this cut of the film was released in 2012 on their... let me try that again. This cut of the film is a rare 0 out of 10. Damn. Anyway, this cut of the film was released in 2012 by Scream Factory on the collector's edition Blu-ray. And then it was released again as a standalone DVD accompanying the complete collection set. What does it say? Still, yeah. 41-year-old virgin is a 41-year-old virgin out of 10. Why else do you think it became a set piece? So yeah. Okay. Home video. Halloween 2 was released on VHS, CED, and Laserdisc in 1982 by MCA Universal Home Video, and later by Good Times Home Video. In 1988, Good Times released the film on DVD as a non-anamorphic widescreen version. The reason I say this is because the only thing worse than the 41-year-old virgin is actually being the... Yep. And then, 3 years later, on September 18th, 2001, Universal released the film as an anamorphic widescreen DVD. And then it got its first Blu-ray on September 13th, 2011 through Universal as a 30th anniversary edition. Although this release sparked controversy due to the fact Universal, if you ever review the film, smash it at the end. Stay tuned. Anyway, stay tuned. This release, the 30th anniversary Blu-ray, sparked controversy immediately due to the fact Universal removed the Mustafa Akkad Presents credit and replaced it with Universal and MCA Company Presents in a font that did not match the rest of the opening credits. Akkad's son, Malik, called the stunt disgusting, it's a disgrace. Objectively, any horror fan would find this as an insult to the man who has done so much for the series, and to come after his tragic death, he's not even around to defend himself. It's classless. I'm talking to Universal now, and they're looking into it. However, Akkad was still credited on the packaging. Universal presents a film they didn't even make. Well, I think the full credit there would be Universal presents a movie that they distributed but did not make. Fans immediately called for a boycott of the disc and set up a Facebook page. On November 28th, Universal began sending out emails announcing that a revised Blu-ray edition with the correct credit was now available, and for owners of the previous disc to provide the studio with their address and daytime phone number to receive replacements. All that over a fucking logo. Well, if you stop and consider that Moustapha Akkad, I'm just going to call him Akkad. When you consider that Akkad's credit is on everything, and he's the guy who did it all, they had every right to be upset, and it came after his death. How would you read?
All that over a fucking logo? God, who do they think they are? Jesse Hufstetler? Nah, man.
Talk about low-budget flights. No food or movies. I'm out of here. Scream Factory, a subsidiary and imprint of Shout Factory, re-released the film in a 2-disc collector's edition Blu-ray on September 18, 2012, with new special features, including 2 audio commentaries. You misquote that. Oops. Sorry for being myself. It'll happen again. I like running better. There we go. Oops. Anyway, 2 behind-the-scenes featurettes, deleted scenes, an alternate ending, the theatrical trailer, TV and radio spots, and a still gallery. The collector's edition also contained the television cut, along with a downloadable script of the film. This Blu-ray also restored the Akkad credit that Universal's copy removed. The Scream Factory Blu-ray was also repackaged and reissued in 2014 as a part of the company's complete collection. The story of Sonic Adventure 2 is hilariously poorly written. And that right there is the hottest take of all time. Anyway, and finally, in October 2021, Scream Factory released Halloween 2 on 4K Ultra HD. The film was, I didn't say it was bad, I'm aware. I just said that was a hot take, though. But anyway, because most people treat it like it's cinematic writing bliss. It's good, but there's some really laughable. The most laughable thing, fun fact, my loving audience, the most laughable thing about Sonic Adventure 2 is the sound mixing on the US version of the game. Oh my god. Sonic is mistaken for Shadow. How? Because somehow. Guys, I think something's wrong with my toothbrush. Same energy. You look at this and think, something's wrong with my toothbrush. Something's wrong with Shadow. Something's wrong with Sonic. He looks weird. Anyway. Amy mistakes Shadow for Sonic in the daylight with Eggman beside him. Yep. R-slur. Anyway. October 2021, Scream Factory released Halloween 2 on 4K Ultra HD. The film was scanned from the original camera negative, and transfer was approved by cinematographer Dean Cundey. Knuckles is reminded at the end by Rouge about the Master Emerald's power. Yep. Wait, that's right. I have a MacGuffin in my hand. Anyway. Yeah. The included the included Blu-ray also features the new 4K scan and Atmos mix. And a DVD disc was also included featuring the television cut. And there is every release of Halloween 2. Now, as far as I'm aware, I don't have a copy of Halloween 2 on standby. Granted, I probably do around here somewhere, but as far as I'm aware, I don't think that I do. Although I do, anytime Rouge screams is laughable. Yep. Anyway, I don't think I have a copy of Halloween 2 anywhere. I'll let you know if I find one, but I do, however, want to pick up the 4K release to match 78 here. I can't do the Rouge scream. That's not in my vocal capabilities. That is not in my vocal capabilities. That is too good. Anyway, again, I don't have a copy of Halloween 2 as far as I'm aware, and I don't think that I've seen it. Also, Sonic using Chaos Control with a fake emerald was also dumb because he doesn't have Shadow's powers, but then suddenly he does. Because, yes. Just because, yes. Just because. Because, yes. With a fake emerald. I mean, Tails does admit it. He has the same wavelength and properties, though it's less powerful. Yeah, let's just accept the fact that Sonic Adventure 2 had kind of doo-doo writing. I love these videos. I can't play the audio because copyright, but I love these videos so much. Slam dunks it in there and thumbs up the camera is awesome. Agree. Dog, that's a deer. Dog, that's a deer. That's a deer. That's a deer. It's not a dog, that's a deer. But yeah, Sonic Adventure 2 honestly has doo-doo writing. Still a great game, however. I'm tired. The weird thing is it has some of the best gameplay in the series. Yep. It really does. Sonic Adventure 1 has an awesome story, but the gameplay is all over the place. Yep. Some are great, but then we have Big's levels are ass. I guess you could call Big stinky. Uh-oh, stinky, uh-oh, stinky. Though if you're good at the big levels, then you can finish his story in like 20 minutes. I never could, never can, never will, never. Well, even though it's distinctly not midnight, here's the funny image. There's your funny image for tonight. Sonic Adventure DX is a bad port, but still a great game. I'll take your word for it. Owl. Hootie. There's a show we'll have to review this month. What? I said good game. Not great. I'm stupid. And now it's time for a Wonder After Dark intermission. Because I need to go brush my teeth. Sonic Adventure on Dreamcast is the best version. Agree, even though I've never completed it. Alright, anyway, it's time for a Wonder After Dark. Oh. Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, however, is the way to play Sonic Adventure 2. It's ironic, yep. Alright, now it's time for a Wonder After Dark intermission, because I need to go brush my teeth. We'll be right back, after these messages, on Nick Gur. Sonic Adventure 2 Battle also contains the best, most in-depth Chao Garden 2. Yes, I'll be right back. Be right back. So if I don't see any of this, I said I'll be right back. Now back to the show. What did I miss? Oh yeah, later, Nick. What do you think, James? Yeah, I don't think he's awake right now. I see 2 viewers, but I don't think he's either here or awake. Wakey, wakey, eggs and niggies. Wake up. I'm not funny. Okay, I'll stop. I will stop the now. Okay, I shall stop the funny. I shall stop. Either way, I do not think we are getting our other audience members' opinion on I will pee on your soup. I mean, soup already looks like piss, so that's just the equivalent of saying I will unborn your stillborn. I don't even have a joke for the joke in of itself that I just made. I don't even have a joke for that. I will unborn your soup. Yep, that would be Daisy throwing a fit. What are you doing here? What fucking stop so Daisy will shut her trap? I will unborn your soup and feed it to Daisy. The hilarious part of that statement is that I'm pretty sure Daisy would eat an unborn fetus. Because seriously, if you bring Daisy in here, I want to meet. No, that is not possible for a number of reasons. Number 1, she has a very strict bedtime schedule. Number 2, it is fucking ass impossible to get her back in her cage, even with a cookie. And number 3, I don't feel like having the... Yeah, number 15, Burger King foot lettuce. The last thing you want with Burger King burger is somebody's foot fungus. But yeah, considering how much of a fucking bulldozer that dog is, imagine her in here. Yeah. Tricka-nicka. Anyway. So yeah, sorry to disappoint, but that show Hopper, okay. Sorry to disappoint. It's stupid. You bitch. Anyway, pat his head, okay. fun. Anyway. Okay. Jesus. Okay, last one. I'm done after that. Okay, after that, he didn't like that. Clearly. I could see the look on his face, yep. And what's funny is I didn't even do it rough or aggressive. Copper is a girl. Nope, Copper is male. Has a dick and everything. I said he very clearly. He's fixed. I mean, fixed, yes, I think, if I remember correctly. So, yeah, well, yeah, actually, yeah, now that I do think about it, he has no balls. He don't have a dick, though. Which makes what he tried doing to Daisy earlier a couple jillion times funnier. Just tried to stick it right inside her. Oh no, I don't care if that's TMI. When that happened earlier, does he still hump though? Hump her? Yes. What's even funnier is that Daisy is technically still a puppy, despite the massive size difference. So here we have an old man performing unspeakable acts upon... I will stop there. Really? Yes. Exclusive. How old is Daisy? About a year. About a year old. Pretty sure. Got her last year or so. I want to say she's about a year old. Maybe a little. She's an adult then. I only say still a puppy technically because fucking hell. Not only does that stupid dog act like one, she still looks like one. And I don't mean the size, I mean like the face and everything. Also, fun fact, my dad got... Okay, Daisy, for context, is an Australian Shepherd. My dad chose Australian Shepherd on the base only when they're up to 11 months. In my defense, I know I say that a lot, but in my defense, I'm kind of a dummy when it comes to animal ages. Like, you can try to explain dog versus human years to me, and I just will not understand it. Your dad should have chosen a pom. Yeah, I feel like that reminds me of what I was going to say. My dad chose Australian Shepherd because he heard and read that they're supposed to be, quote-unquote, some of the smartest dogs ever. I could try to list off the dumb things Daisy does on the daily, but we would be here all night. I love Poms. Pomeranians are so funny to me. I love Pomeranians too, but they are so funny to me because they, like, you look at, like, you know, I guess traditional long-hair Pomeranians, and they're so cute. Tell us the dumb things Daisy does. Okay, well, I can't fit it all into one thing, so I'm just going to give you kind of a highlight. Pomeranians are so fluffy and huggable. Yep. Okay. Here's a as a terrible photo. Anyway. Here's a condensed highlight reel. Tell us anyway, we're here till 12:30. Nope, we're not here till 12:30. I have a show coming on in approximately 22 minutes. So we have 22 minutes. Maybe a little more than that, but we don't have till 12:30. Sorry to disappoint. Just tell us. Okay, I will, but I was giving you the heads up. Anyway, here's a highlight reel of stupid shit Daisy does. You cannot leave anything unattended in her grasp for any amount of time. Doesn't matter what it is, doesn't matter what material it's made out of, doesn't even matter if it's bulletproof. If it's in Daisy's general vicinity, she will bite into it, tear it up, carry it around the house, possibly throw it at you, etc. I think the one thing that dog has yet to destroy, actually I take back, I think the two, Daisy, good girl, in your eyes, anyway, I think the two things that dog has yet to destroy are the stuffed animal she sleeps with every night and Copper's food bowl. My dog is a good girl. Good. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Not really a dumb thing, but something I do not understand. My room is full of shit Daisy could get into. Clearly. But thankfully, she doesn't. But I still don't get it though, because every other room at the house, it doesn't matter what it is, she'll get into it. Here though, where there's plenty of choices, let me go after the metal dog bowl, and that is all she does. And I'm like, thank you for not destroying anything, but I still don't get why you don't. Girl dogs easier than boy dogs if they're big ones. I mean, I've never had a big girl dog, so I can't really speak from experience there. When it comes to small ones, the boy dogs are easier. Yeah. Anyway. Anyway. Back on track. Australian Shepherds are big. Yeah, clearly. Although I don't consider her my dog. No, I am not taking responsibility for that. Mine is a Husky and Border Collie mix. That's cute. Anyway, another stupid thing Daisy does a lot is just piss in the floor. I mean, I know that's just a general dog thing, but yeah, she will piss in the floor quite regularly. Mine has arthritis in her she has arthritis in her leg. Ah, that's unfortunate. I need to get diagnosed with dyslexia. Anyway, trying to think of what else. Related to Copper. If you were to leave Copper, she needs help going upstairs. That's sad. Anyway, another dumb thing Daisy does in relation to, but she can hold her pee and poo well. Well, that's good at least. Anyway, another dumb thing Daisy does whatever that I just said, in relation to Copper. If you were to take Copper outside to piss and shit, and you bring him back in, and Daisy's out, they're fine for the first, 3 minutes. They'll play just fine. And then what do you think Daisy does next? Tries to sit on him. Sad thing is she's had multiple seizures. Yep, that's sad, alright. Anyway, but next thing you know, Daisy will try to fucking sit on Copper. I think the next one will be it for her. Your dog is still alive, but I'm just knowing that, I'm going to wish her a premature rest in peace. Just in the event, I just want to get the rest in peace out the way. Seizures on a dog takes years off. I actually did not know that. Yeah, look at that. Something I did not actually know. Yeah. Okay, but yeah, Daisy will just try to actually not just sit on Copper. Daisy will fucking there was a period of time. This was a couple months ago now. She's already grew out of it, but There was a period of time, a couple months back, where she would drag Copper around the house by his neck. Dogs are more likely to have seizures if they're crossbred. Not for sure, but still. I did not know that. Good, Daisy. You do you. But yeah, oh. And another thing Daisy does, carrying her friend around. If by carrying her friend around you mean just torturing, then yes. Oh, and another thing Daisy does is try to bite him on the neck, like, constantly, and wrap her legs around his ass. And Jesus Christ, she's just too rough with Copper, which is why they have to spend most of their time separated. I find it hilarious that Rottweiler and Chihuahua mixes exist. I'm sure that I've seen that before, but I'm still going to look at a picture of one. She's too rough. Rottweiler and Chihuahua mixes is like Warwick Davis banging Wonder Woman. Hang on, that reminds me. Oh yeah, my absolute favorite. My absolute damn, or She-Hulk, I get. Yeah, my absolute damn favorite. Chihuahua Great Dane mix. Chihuahua Great Dane mix. Ignoring how silly that just sounds outright, you just stop and think of the massive size difference between a Chihuahua and a Great Dane, and you tell me what's so motherfucking funny about that. Little Pappy Banks. George Lopez pops his slim little cock into Scooby-Doo's quaint little ass while Underdog watches with interest. I probably sound so schizophrenic right now. That is some schizo level. My question is why, honestly? I don't know, but I love it. So stupid, but I love it. It's stupid looking, it sounds stupid, it's just stupid. Cute, but stupid. There is such a thing. Thing is, the smaller one has to be male for it to be safe. Yeah. So that just made it even fun. You don't want a male Doberman on top of a pom yet. And also, just knowing that just made it 10 times funnier. Plap, plap, plap on someone like 90 times your size. I love how this went from Halloween to dog sex. Why are female Dobermans still called Doberman? Because unlike human females, they don't belong in the kitchen. If they were in the kitchen, then they would be Dober females. Or Dober women, I don't know. Yeah, I love how this went from Halloween to dog sex. Dobermans are big dogs. Yeah, I knew that. They're strong. Yep. This has been a certified Doberman moment. But they can be gentle as fuck. Yep. I pet one once. She was a big baby. You know, throw me in front of any dog. Doesn't matter what kind of dog, just any dog. I'll be all over it. I'm not wrong. Okay, I am slowly running out of thoughts, so... Alright, hang on. Oh. Jessie reveals she's a dog person. What was your first clue? What was your first clue? Also, you know, it's funny. All this dog talk reminds me of a certain anime film that... Oh, hot skitty on Wailord action is a thing in Pokemon. I mean, yeah. Okay. You know, all the... Oh. Skitty can mate with Wailord to produce an egg. I don't even know if it's legit. I believe you. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing Wailord correctly or not, so I'm just going to assume that I am. Look up Skitty, then look up... Okay. A small cat with a big ass away. They're in this. What has this episode become? Oh, this is Wonder After Dark at peak performance. On that note, all this dog talk reminds me of a certain anime film that we will need to review in the future. Even though that's actually wolves, but dog, wolf, aren't they basically related? And I guess we could also review Hotel for Dogs at some point. I don't know. If I'm qualified enough, I'll review it. Okay, I'm running out of thoughts, and I have about 9 more minutes until my show comes on, so wolves are becoming endangered. Yeah, and that's unfortunate. It's really sad, actually. Moment of silence over. Okay. Alright, what does it say? Discord show on camera. Okay. That's hot. It's hot. Hottity hot, 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 hot. Oh my god. Show the next one. Oh god. There's enough. Yeah. Let me turn brightness down a little. Cute. Like genuinely cute. Okay. Alright. Talk about sperm whale. Oh, yeah. I want to make a donation to the sperm bank. No, I don't mean the actual sperm bank. I mean I want to just fill a cup full of my sperm and bring it to the bank. The drive-through bank specifically, so you can just shoot sperm up the tube. By that point, Skitty will be a fucking balloon. Yep. But for real, who doesn't want to just go to the drive-through bank and put a cup of sperm up the tube thing? So you just stick a cup of cum in there and it just shoots something. I'm not funny. Not remotely funny. Up your tube and out your booth. Alright, I got about... Alright. I have 6 more minutes. I'll bend over farther. That's as far over as I can bend. Don't ask any further. Then do the tacky dance. Okay, well that's as far as I can bend. That is as far as I can bend. I'm telling you, one of these days that dance is going to end in disaster. It's only a matter of time before I do that dance in the wrong way and end up triggering a lot of chaos. Okay. Alright, I got 5 more minutes before I need to wrap this up. Again, oh, I would laugh if you fell and knocked your TV up. Don't jinx it. That TV, I mean, it's not like one of the super high-end, but TVs are not cheap. Are you aware how... Jesus Christ. I can't tell who has a bigger death wish, me or you. Or rather, you wish death upon me. Mine was a gift. Well, that's sweet. Mine was bought full price, albeit around the holidays, but it was still full price. My nigga, yep. Okay, I think we're almost done with tonight's episode. But before we go, I would like to inform you of a future, well, let me rephrase that. I think we're almost done for tonight. But before we go, I would like to inform you of 3 future episodes. So, get ready for October 9th and October 10th, because we're covering 2 kids shows back to back. Tom Tom the Tankin' Dankin'. I said October 9th and 10th. Let me look at my schedule. Yeah, Chaperone is tomorrow. So, Sunday, October 6th, we're covering The Chaperone, followed by Return to Oz on the 7th. Then, I haven't gotten anything lined up for October 8th yet. That is still up in the air. Have you watched The Chaperone yet? No, I have not watched The Chaperone yet, but I did find out it's on Tubi. So, I got plenty of time to watch it, because Tubi is free after all. Anyway. But yeah, so Sunday, well, you know what, fuck it, let's just go over the whole schedule. Sunday, The Chaperone. Monday, Return to Oz. Triple H is a surprisingly decent actor, though, yep. I agree. Alright. Tuesday, I don't know what we're doing on Tuesday. Wednesday, October 9th, we're talking about Tom Tom the Tankin' Dankin'. No, I'm not about to turn this thing back on, don't worry. And finally, on Thursday, October 10th, we're revisiting the colorful world of My Little Pony. You ready for October 10th? Better yet, you ready for all the days I just described? I sure am. My Little Pony, yep. That's what we're doing. And I see now we're just singing the theme song. Yep, that's just the theme song. Yep, Pony. Yeah, now let's wrap this up. Yeah, before I go, do we have any final words? Because it's worth asking. Just, do we have any last words before I go? Because if not, just going to go ahead and go. If you do have any final words, speak now or forever hold you. Oh. Say, will I elaborate further? No, because I said enough. Okay, I guess that's our final words. Will I elaborate further? No, because I've said enough. Come back tomorrow night for The Chaperone. But for now, that's all the time we have for tonight. After all, I have SNL to watch because I'm one of those fucking morons that thinks SNL is actually funny. Use the Pepsi bottle. Okay. I just realized the Pepsi bottle has not been sitting there this entire time. Oh my god. Ladies and gentlemen, it wasn't even on purpose, but historic first. The first Wonder After Dark episode since, I think, episode 1 without the Pepsi bottle. I genuinely did not even realize it was not there this entire time. Whoops. Don't worry, it'll be back tomorrow night. Will I elaborate further? No, because I've said enough. Come back tomorrow night for The Chaperone. But for now, that's all the time we have for tonight. But always remember, eat your cereal, go to bed, to be continued. God made you special and he loves you very much. If you do drugs, you go to hell before you die. Good night, and motherfucker, you gotta drop this habit. Like, it's funny sometimes, but other times it's annoying as sin because you wait till right now to do it. Yep, anyway, good night, and have a day.